everyone, welcome to my channel, Clay from Clay's Collections. Back again with a garage sale haul. This is kind of fun doing garage sales at the end of September, which these are from. We went to a few, and of course in Minnesota where we live, the weather gets very iffy this time of year as far as whether you can have a garage sale or not. Although, one time in history, I went to a garage sale in January in Minnesota. There you go. Just a few years ago. So you can have garage sales year-round, regardless of the weather. Just a little tidbit there. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Clay, and I am a part-time dealer in antique and vintage items, mostly books. That is my primary love, that I love selling and finding and sourcing and dealing with and all that good stuff. But I also do other vintage items, but I only sell through an antique store in downtown Hopkins, Minnesota, called the Pink Elephant. My regular viewers are quite familiar with it by now, and just so everyone knows, we did do some major rearranging in the Pink Elephant, so I'm going to be doing another video on a tour of the Pink Elephant one of these days, so stay tuned for that. We moved a lot of things around, and yeah, so it'll be fun, so watch for that. Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you these. I went to a local garage sale. It was called a man sale, tools and stuff. So I'm like, and it said, and other things. So I'm okay, we'll see what else is there. Because I really don't need tools. I live in a condo. I have all the tools that I need, which are minimal, of course, because not much to do. And so I went, and sure enough, it was, you know, the guy was obviously a contractor or something, and his family was taking care of the estate and clearing out the house, which apparently he used the house as his storeroom for all of his tools, because they were all, you know, spread throughout the house as well as out in the garage and whatever. But there were boxes of stuff. This was definitely a digger's sale, and there was just boxes of stuff, and you walked through each room with a little pathway and digging through the stuff as you went. So it was, if you like digging, this was a fun sale for digging. And I like digging. And so, you know, I toured everything, came back into the house, went back into what would probably be the dining room, and I started digging through a box. And then I found a few small things and dug through some other boxes, found some other fun small things. So let's just show you what I found. So, in one box there were, and actually throughout the house, there were multiple barometer thermometers. Must have liked those of various sorts and styles. So I picked up this one, which is an old Taylor, probably from the 50s, and looks like it still works quite well. And I paid $2 for all of this stuff. Also the little Crayola bins, because I thought these would be great items to store stuff and display at the Pink Elephant. And I like the color. And then another box had multiple watches in it. I just picked up this one. None of them were of any significance. This one is a Remington Electra. It's Swiss parts, made in Hong Kong. So, you know, not the highest of quality, but it still runs a little bit. It probably needs a good cleaning. But it was the cleanest of all the watches that he had. Oh, and then I had to pick up these. Like I say, I paid $2 for all these little itty bitty things. But these are some Oshkosh Bagosh buttons for overalls. I think somebody cut them out. I thought, oh, those are fun. I sell little baggies of trinkety items for $1 each, and so I thought, well, I'll try those. Then I found this box, Mr. L cologne. Look at that box. Isn't that great? I love the graphics on this. Reminds me very much of late 50s, early 1960s. Just because of the graphics on it, that mystery spy feel that you get from the James Bond early eras. And then I found another bottle, same cologne, without the box. So I thought, well, we'll try it. And I only found one listed for $32. So it's not a very popular cologne, obviously. But I found it, so we'll go with it. And then I saw this box, and I love little boxes. And it says the name and then a money clip, 5 years. So it's a 5-year money clip. And I love money clips. I use one all the time. And so there it is. It's got this symbol of the Richfield, Minnesota Waterworks Department on it. And how do I know that that's the Richfield, Minnesota Waterworks Department? Because I found the badges. So there's 3 of these Richfield water patches that would have been on his jacket or something. And then there was also this one, Richfield Public Works. And again, Richfield is just a town, you know, very close to me. And these patches, you know, we sell quite a few patches at the antique store, surprisingly enough. But local ones, I think, do well. So that's why I picked those up. And this is probably the most valuable item with this in the cologne. But this is a belt buckle, Corsair. And that is the Corvair Society of America, is what that stands for. And there's the back. It was very dirty. I did start cleaning it a little bit, so it definitely looks better than it did. But there's one sold for $32 on eBay. So this will go down at the Pink Elephant. And then the last fun find was, I'll show you this one. Niall's Dyspepsia tablets. Now these boxes are actually empty as far as the tablets are no longer in here, but these are dated 1906. And I was just going to take the one because this one, the mice got to, but he grabbed it out of the box and said, here, take this one too. So I have 2 of them. But they both have the papers in it that talk about the Niall's remedies. So all the different stuff they have. And then they also have a little booklet on here on dyspepsia, its causes and relief. So just fun little things. Again, nothing major as far as value, but just fun little old items to help fill out some of my shelves. All right, so then that was on a Friday, and then Cindy and I Saturday morning then went to some specific garage sales that we saw listed online. We decided to go ahead and go because one was just next to us, a couple blocks over. So this one, I picked up this mug for 50 cents. Don't let the muggles get you down. Obviously, Harry Potter mug. This is a more modern mug, but Harry Potter stuff does well. We sell quite a bit of it at the Pink Elephant. So for 50 cents, I couldn't pass it up. Coffee mugs I sell for $4 to $8, depending upon what it was. This one was also 50 cents. One person can make a difference, and everyone should try. It's a John F. Kennedy quote. So this is a nice vintage mug. Actually, it's not even vintage. It's from 2009, made in Thailand. But again, just a nice mug. All right. There were 3 garage sales in one block that we went to. Got these 2 mugs at one. Then I picked up these 2 books at another. They're sci-fi books. The Dragon and the George, kind of a classic sci-fi novel. In pretty good shape. Does have a little foxing on the top and the bottom of the pages, but it still has the dust jacket in good shape. That's what I mean by the foxing, the little brown spots. No smell. And that's a $10 to $12 book. And I paid $1 each, but no, 2 for $1. That's what these were. The Battle of Light Gulf, I think. It's about World War II. So, and war-related books do well as for me also. So that's what the 2 items I picked up at one sale. Then I picked up these at another. This is the McGruff's Readers. There's a set of 7 actually, all total, I believe, in this particular series. And they just had 2 of them here. And these are newer ones. Newer printings. They're not I did have some of the early printings from like the 20s. I had one set that I sold already. 1918, yeah, because 1879 was the original. I had the 1920s version, I believe, and revised. Yeah, it doesn't even say when these were printed, but these are more modern, you know, like 20 years old, but maybe more. Then I found this one, Betty Crocker's Party Book. That's a $10 cookbook. Again, I talk about local interest. Twin Cities bicycling. So these are all the different trails in the Twin Cities that you can ride your bicycle on. So I pick up these kind of books when I find them, and oops, somebody had a bookmark in there. Oh, and then there's some newspaper articles with other trails in here. So I picked these up because, again, I have a local interest section in my book lot, and that'll go in there. People like the local stuff. And then everybody who repairs books really needs a paper cutter, and I didn't have one, and I found this at the garage sale in excellent condition for $6. It's a Boston brand, which is a great brand. And so I was excited to find that. And then we go to the next sale, and they have a huge industrial size paper cutter for $5. I was like, number one, that was way too big for me to use. I have no space for that. But it was tempting. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed the stuff that we found. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.